This life, we all tend to overload on automation. One, two, three.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ed and Quinn, loud from Maui. How's everyone doing? Well, we've been doing great. Hot and sunny. Summer is coming down. I can't wait, though. I can't wait. I haven't been drinking beer, or I've been sticking with my diet, so exercising. I'm starting to get the summer bod. Starting to get the summer bod. How you doing, Quinn?
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, yeah. How's your lungs? Is your lungs getting the summer lungs,
Oh
or
man,
are you sinning?
I've
Are you
been
living in
sinning.
sin?
I've been sinning.
You're living in sin, huh?
Oh man, I can't shake it. I'm gonna go tomorrow. It's gonna have to be another start.
Ah,
The 15th.
I'm just sitting here shaking my head.
I'll post this
I can't
time.
believe.
I'll post this time.
No, you're supposed to be posting even your downfalls right now. Like you're supposed to be staring up at the phone going, shit. I messed up again, guys. You know what I mean? You're hiding in the dark.
Oh, I know.
You're hiding behind the smoke clouds.
It's just too easy.
It is. And that's what makes it so hard. But, once you kick the habit, you can look back and go, wow. But there's also that thing where you know that if you even tried it again, you could get hooked. Like, I know that if I try to pick up a cigarette and I truly try to smoke a cigarette, I know I'll get hooked like that. Like that's how powerful it is. So I just avoid it altogether. However, I'm not like one of those hypocrite smokers that quit, that used to smoke, and now that I quit, I'm like, oh, kick everybody out that smokes cigarettes. Stop selling tobacco to everyone. You know what I mean? I don't agree with that shit. No, if you want to smoke, by all means, go ahead. Whatever makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can understand having that no smoking law where you can't smoke indoors, but anyway, let's stop talking about it. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, me too.
Oh man.
No,
I haven't touched one drop.
I know. I know. I'm looking at you. I'm just like, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just at a stage where you have a lot more self-control than
Well, no, but
me
I
too.
got backup too though. This Perrier. I've been drinking this shit every night, dude. And for some reason, somebody out there, they know that I like grapefruit flavored Perrier. And so I go to Fulan and someone's been buying them all. Like, leaving lime and lemon, but no grapefruit. It's just driving me crazy. So tonight I went to Fulan and they had like 6 bottles. I took 5 of them. I left one for whoever.
Take that.
Take that in your face. I was close to buying a Corona though. I was like, hey, wait a minute. We got the podcast. I could have drank a beer on the show, but that's all right. I got the Perrier. Either way, I'm burping. You know what I'm saying? This Perrier makes me burp just as much as a beer does. I think that's why I like beer so much. Because of the burp. Anyway. Hey, so let's start off with the news, man. Quinn, what's going on in the world? I know you posted on our Loud from Maui story. I guess that's on Instagram, right? Instagram. What's going on the other side of the world. They got troops ready to fight. China is all crazy because of what Trump did, and
That
Iran. I mean, craziness across the globe. What's going on?
there's so much, Well, what I posted was these Iraqi guys. Pretty much, they're 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 setting up for war over there,
Against
What?
who?
Against they're calling them, terrorists, a terrorist group. Here, I gotta find it.
So okay, so they're classifying this. Is it Iraqi or Iran?
See, now I don't want to double check. You pulled me up. I don't even have the article in front of me.
Okay. So I guess what happened was they're declaring that army as a terrorist group, right?
Yeah.
That supports terrorism across the globe.
And then what I posted was was a couple weeks before is that they sent in drones and planes that were ready to
Us? We did?
yeah, we did.
America?
So the U.S. sent in drones
Wow.
and like aircraft that were ready to just
So instead of pulling out of the war, it looks like
Just
we're diving
equipped for
straight back
battle.
in. But I mean, wow! I saw those pictures of the armies and stuff, and they're all marching, and yeah, it looks pretty intimidating. But we got an army too, and I guess we're not pulling out of anything, Iraq or Iran, if
Well,
that's happening.
it's just actually I was watching Tulsi Gabbard this morning today, and she kind of explains it really good. So when we went over and in Syria, and we did the same thing. We went in and we took out their dictator,
Mm-hmm.
and then now Syria is just
Crazy.
is like a what do you want to call it, a falling country or whatever. It's just there's no control. It's ran by
Yeah.
rebels.
Yeah.
There's slavery.
Slavery
going
going. Isn't that in Libya too?
yeah, Syria and Libya, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all in that area. So that's why Korea is now kind of fighting back, is because they don't want to be like in these spots like Iran and Syria.
Mm.
Is because we're trying to just totally take nuclear power from them,
Mm.
and then on the other hand we have nuclear power. I don't know, you gotta go way into it, but Tulsi, she explains it a lot better than me.
Tulsi Gabbard's on Joe Rogan's Experience, the latest
Yeah,
one, right?
I'll post that one.
Yeah, Joe
later.
Rogan's
She's pretty good.
podcast.
But,
Very informative, very good though. Yeah, when it comes to politics and worldly issues in that sense, I'm a banana tree. But what I do know is that we're already, by interfering with other countries and their leaders, like Gaddafi and all them, by taking them out, we did leave those countries kind of in limbo. Whereas, like how you said, now, rebels and pirates and all those type of gangsters, and they're starting to take over, and now they have slavery, and now they have all this craziness in there. But I mean, unless, if you ask me, unless they're like directly threatening us, I don't think we should go invade them though.
well, that's
You
what
know
they're
what I mean?
saying. They're just,
I mean, if they have an army, fine. Let them deal with their own stuff. Don't invade them, because Korea has an army, right? South Korea. Don't I mean, they have their own army. China has their own army. Everyone has their own army, but they're not directly threatening anybody in direct. Like America's not threatening China through war. I mean, granted, we are kind of in war through the financially. Like there's a financial war going on there, huh?
yeah,
But
that's the whole reason why everybody thinks that we're in there, is because it's all this oil money and this and that.
lithium and uranium.
But just back to the point, they're saying that they're not trying to start a war. They're just they're equipping the area, with troops and with war material, just in case these guys.
We don't want
so
war,
happen.
but we're gonna set up for war just in case.
No, yeah, it's pretty redundant. But
we're still stepping. See, my point is, we're still going in onto their soil.
Yeah, that's what the whole point
So
is.
we
Everybody's
could just ease up a little bit and let people sort shit out.
Yeah.
But no, right away we want to go over there and police everybody, and
that's the word they use.
and by labeling them that terrorists, that terrorist label, being terrorists, that just makes everyone want to jump on that train and go, yeah, go get them. But wait, I think we should just wait up a little bit. Don't be so quick to go to war yet, or at least don't be so quick to police everyone. Now I understand being cautious, don't get me wrong, You know, we don't want to be caught, you know.
But just going in there with that intention.
With that intention is already hostile already.
It just manifests,
it
everybody
does.
to be on edge,
It does. And I don't know. I don't agree with just, doing that right away. I agree with giving them people their space. Giving people not the freedom to do whatever they want, but just giving them the space so that they can think with a clear mind instead of having this policing going on. Anyway, because I know if some country was doing that to us, we'd be like, hell no, we'd be going crazy. You know what I'm saying?
We'd go straight to war,
Yeah, we'd go straight to war.
If somebody came over with
But in a sense, Hawaii is kind of like that under America's, stronghold. America has us. Even Joe was just talking about it just recently on his other podcast, how he thinks the Hawaiians should be running this show. The Hawaiians should be doing it. Why is even America involved with our decisions of what we do? We're basically our own country. But he said, right, and it's so true. He said the minute Hawaiians would get control of our own place of Hawaii, freaking casinos would be opening up everywhere. Gambling would be totally legal. We'd have DMT and pot for sale. This would be truly paradise. And it'll be fine, I think. I think it would be fine. Anyway, we had this discussion before too. But it's just funny that I thought that Joe brought that up on his show just recently. Anyway, hey, today, episode 38. We just got some news out for you because I thought it was interesting that Quinn posted that up on our story, and it was on Instagram. I don't know, they got that 24-hour thing, yeah? It's probably gone already, yeah?
Yeah, they're gone.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody, Loud from Maui, episode 38. Let's do this. Yeah, we just had some news out there, and I just thought it was interesting. I brought that up because it was part of our story. And like how you said, though, it's probably gone. But wait till tomorrow, and we'll post some more stuff. So check it out, Loud from Maui on either Facebook. What else? Social media, huh? YouTube. We got Twitter. Snapchat. Twitter.
Twitter is just...
Twitter is still giving us hell. We shouldn't have told them that we was one.
They only let you talk to robots.
We shouldn't have told them that we was 1 year old.
I know.
That messed us up. We was trying to be smart. Yeah? Try to tell them, because Loud from Maui. But technically we lied. We're not even 1 yet. July we turn 1. And we are going to party. We was talking about you smoking cigarettes. I haven't been drinking, but I will drink, guarantee, a 6-pack.
Is that when
on that
started?
1 year. Yeah, I think July, right?
Was it July?
Either July or August. Yeah, we got to look back on our archives.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Well, I know that we're episode 38. Hey, everybody, I want to talk about something. Skate or die. Oh, I can't wait. I'm planning on going and skating that new park up here in Pukalani. It's a beautiful looking skate park. Quinn, I saw you on your post that you put on Instagram of you riding around over there with your baby, but you're still riding around. How was it?
Oh yeah, it's
smooth. Yeah.
I'm on a real board though. I was on a long board.
Oh yeah, so hard to turn and.
But that thing is perfect for like the old school board.
Yeah, ramp boards.
Just some big wheels.
Some big wheels for aerials. Oh, bowl boards. Yeah. Do some grinds.
I've seen some.
How's
guys,
it coping? Nice. Is it all like metal coping?
Yeah, metal coping. The cement is trippy. I don't know. They have a good style. The way they make it is like so smooth.
Back in the days, man, we used to dream about having skate parks and all that everywhere, but we never had one. Like I said before, we had to petition just for them to build these ramps that didn't last too long, because of the weather and all that. The masonite would start bubbling. But it's about time that they start building bowls, pool bowls and concrete ramps and stuff. So I want to go skate now. I just got to get some knee pads and a helmet. And just get ready, dude. Get ready.
Why they used to just make like mason ramps?
Yep. Yeah,
down
yeah.
at the park for you guys?
Yeah,
Like,
no, they
for
had
the
one wooden
skaters?
bowl actually down at Kaho'olawe, but that sucker just rotted out. And then so
Wow.
yeah, it wasn't until they built that one ramp at Paia, I think. Yeah, the skate park at
Mhm.
Paia, and then they started redoing all the ones, and then they did one in Lahaina, and I think they did the one in Kahalui. Actually, the one in Kahalui was right there on Beach Road, right where that park is, on that corner where they play soccer and stuff. I think it was right down there, and then they moved it up to where the botanical garden is, right?
Mhm. Like by Baldwin.
Yeah, by that youth center. And those are just two half pipes though, right? It's not like a full-fledged park, right? Or is that a
They
park?
have a whole park.
Oh, it's a whole park.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, see
Yeah, they have the
that's
10
how
foot.
out of it I've been, man. But I'm gonna get back into it. Start doing some Schmidt grinds, you know, some disaster slides. I don't know if I can remember that. My brain remembers it, but I don't know if my body's gonna be able to just, I was a little lighter,
Oh, man, you're gonna take one
I was a
fall.
little, oh,
You remember everything.
bro, I take a nap. When I wake up, my back hurts. So I can imagine what could happen if I fall on a concrete bowl. But I'm gonna try not to fall. I'm gonna just take it easy, gyrate a little bit, you know, then do some carves, and if I can, do a rock and roll, bust out a rock and roll, and then eventually work my way up to the coping and do an invert.
Oh yeah.
And then once I start getting the inverts down, it's once I start getting that hang, that flow, then pop an ollie air, try a couple ollie airs, and then take it from there, man. I don't know. I'm excited,
Oh,
but I'm
man.
freaking nervous as shit because I
I
do
seen
not
some
want.
guys the other day. We were at the park busting some airs.
Yeah, yeah, old school guys or young kids.
Yeah. Well,
Because the kids nowadays, man,
younger
I mean,
guy.
the kind of tricks you guys know now is Tony Hawk was just on Facebook and that one guy, the house guest. I guess that's the name of his show. It's one Popolo guy. He goes around celebrity houses, and he went one to Tony Hawk's house, and I just saw that like yesterday, so I wanted to talk about this. And it showed him at Tony Hawk's house, and he has a bowl. Tony Hawk has a bowl in the backyard, and he was skating it, and he's trying to show the guy how to drop in on a small slope, and the guy was struggling, just trying to stay balanced. He was all scared. I don't blame him too, man, because if you're not used to it, that you feel like that sucker's just gonna fly out from under your feet. But yeah, back in the days, man, I used to have Lance Mountain. That was my rider. That was my board. My friends like Richard and Marty and my brother, we all had Power Peralta boards. Caballero, Tony Hawk. Um, you know, uh, oh shoot. They have other skateboard crews too. Like besides Power Peralta, they had Schmidt Stick. I was just talking about Schmidt Stick with John Lucero and all those guys. Different companies, I guess. Alva, you had Dogtown. So I remember Bow Night was a big thing. Yeah, Bow Night. It's like this little layer of paper, and they flex your board. It's supposed to make your board stronger, and just all these different things before
It's cool. It's fun, yeah, when you just taking all
concave.
those little parts.
Christian Hosoi's board was one of the first concave type boards, the Hammerhead. But it was super heavy, but it was good for ramp for lip tricks and stuff. But it was a heavy board for launching and stuff. It was really hard. But hey, my friend Richard, man, he used to launch ramp. We used to launch ramp good. We used to put a little lip ramp up against a wall and see how high up on the wall you could go,
Oh,
man.
that's so
And
fun.
then sometimes you go so high that you'd like free fall, and then like sometimes you kick off the wall and just land on your board like wow,
Or you're up there and
you're up there like with your ass against the wall and you're sliding.
your wheels are touching the wall, but you don't even feel like you're touching
no,
anything.
no,
yeah?
and you're literally you're kind of free falling, yeah, at the same time, and then you are sliding down the wall, and then some guys would like do tricks like they'd kick off the wall and do 360s, and yeah,
That's the
it was
best
cool.
feeling when you're going up the ramp and then it turns vert.
Yeah, so
Then
you
you're
get that
true
kick.
vert. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
vert, like just floating.
Yeah. I used to bust airs, man, backside airs, what do you got, alley oop airs, Madonna airs,
I never really got into doing airs too much on the
airwalks.
skateboard, but that's why I want to get into it because I think it would help, like doing surfing.
Well, you
like
know, I noticed
airing
that a
on the
lot of guys who
surfboard.
surfed a lot, when they rode like the ramp, they would slash the ramp on the skateboard like they're surfing a board. You know, like when you hit the lip of a wave, you kind of kick out your back leg so
Yeah,
you get that snap. So a lot of the surfers used to do that when they used to skate. They used to hit the lip and just wow,
different.
wow, totally different.
You don't
Whereas
get
the
that
skaters, if
pop.
yeah, you pop it. Yeah, there's a whole different way of riding it. You know what I mean? It does complement each other. Don't get me wrong,
Hmm.
because the surfers, man, they had good balance, but the way they rode it was like a surfboard. You know, they'd slash the board. Whereas us guys, we would just pop airs like, you know, and just it was the whole different way of riding.
Hmm. That's why it's cool. Like now, the styles are just getting mended. You know, you
Yeah,
see some real skateboard like surfers.
yeah. Well, I noticed that a lot of surfers are actually doing a lot of skateboard moves now on their waves, like doing 360 hippie airs and stale fish grabs on a surfboard,
Hmm.
front side air, you still fish grab, alley oop airs, alley oop ollie airs on a surfboard. It's freaking
Hmm.
insane. You know what I'm saying? Where guys like they hit the wave up going up regular, and then they kind of float backward in the air, and then they come down on the wave. You know, alley oop airs. And
Yeah.
I used to do alley oop airs with my friend Josh. He was a goofy foot. We call goofy foot guys who put their right foot forward, like they're opposite from a regular, and a regular is the left foot forward. And he was goofy footed, so his front side air was my backside air. So when he would drop in on his backside air, he would like air maybe about I'd say about 3 feet off the top of the ramp, and I'll do an alley oop air over him, and then come back down. Like we'd double up all the time. And our friend Norbert used to lay down in the middle of the ramp and just take videos of us. We'd just be blasting airs over him and just riding on this half pipe. Back in the Lahaina days, you know where the Salvation Army is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they used to have two ramps over there. They had a big old, what, 12-foot, 14-foot ramp, and then they had a shorter ramp, like a 5-foot ramp, just side by side. And guys we just ride those suckers all day. Hitchhike out to Lahaina on a Friday or Saturday morning and just ride ramp all day and catch a ride back. Good times, man.
Let's eat lunch and then go skating.
Not even eat lunch. Our lunch was like maybe a cheeseburger split 4 ways.
Take one bite. Oh, that sounds when the surf is good. Just
You just go. Yeah,
you just don't even think about food or anything.
yeah.
It's crazy, yeah. Like when you're in that endorphin rush you get.
It
Yeah,
is,
when you're
man.
having fun.
It does. It takes you like
A sport like that too is when like
it takes you to a different world almost.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like surfing and just skating, being in that ramp, being at that area with those people there. And it's the closest I could describe to it is like if you're in a moving car real quick, but if you focus on the side of the road, you can make out everything you pass. Like it almost slows down. You know what I'm saying? Like the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're in that zone with this other skaters or other surfers or other, it could be basketball, whatever you're into, you're in that zone with the guys and nothing else, matters around you. It's like this is just a bubble, a
Hmm.
different world.
Your focus is so
Just whatever is at
heightened.
hand, whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
And of course you'd have rivalries. Like we were from upcountry, so we're the upcountry guys. And so we'd go like to Lahaina and the Lahaina boys, that's their ramp, right? So they would have to represent. So plenty times, man, we'd do what we do is skate runs. And so I would go, let's say I'd drop in, do a backside 50 set, come down, do a grind, do a little what you call routine, bust out the routine, and then one of their Lahaina boys would just walk up to the edge of the ramp and they drop in and do the exact same routine but better. Like his airs is a little bit higher. When he goes to 50-50, 50 set aerial 50 set, he'll like come down hard, ping, and then come back in, like just makes it a little bit better. So I'll be like, oh hell. So I would do so you try and top each other. It was like breaking, when you
Unspoken.
break dancing, yeah, right. Like exactly, like mentally like what he's doing. He's like, oh yeah, you fucker, Sometimes it would get physical. Like we'd have times where you do like an air, like a lean air, frontside lean air or backside lean air, and then you try and hit their board with your tail, shit like that. Because guys would be watching, right? They have their board sitting up like this. So you do an air, you kick your tail out, pa, hit their board, and they'd be like, "Oh, what, cause what?" So guys ended up they'd throw their board down on the ramp while you're coming in. Shit like that. But had a couple of fights. Had a couple of fights because of that kind of stuff. Because people lose their cool, but for the most part, it was a friendly little battle. But yeah, we always got into it like that. And it's funny though, because we'd go there every day. The Lahaina guys got used to us. So when other guys would come in, like haiku guys or kihei guys would come in and start skating, it was kind of like silently we'd join up with them. You know what I mean? We'd be like, oh yeah. We'd all kind of group together on one side and then kind of like back each other up. But it was fun, man. I thought, when I was young, I thought I'd never walk again. I thought I'm gonna be 50, man, and I'll be still riding a skateboard. So that's why, everyone, I want to go back to skating. How's that? Huh?
I'll go down.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And if I fall and I end up injuring myself real bad, you guys will all be the first to know. Because I'm going to come back on the podcast. Big mistake. I can't walk, guys. I broke my leg. Oh. We used to bomb hills, man. Bomb hills. Ollie over cattle guards. How's that? Like, I wasn't too good in ollieing in height, but I could ollie freaking distance, man. The farthest I ever ollied was like 9 boards and a dog. I shit you not. 9 skateboards like flat on their wheels, but side by side, and about nine boards and then a dog. And I just ollied over all of that. It was, I don't think I could do that now, but, and then my friend Richard, he was good. Like he would ollie into the back of pickup trucks. You drop the tailgate, and you just go, move, dude, move. And he just ollie right into the truck. He'd ollie over shopping carts.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Well, we'd put it like he'd be on the sidewalk, and we'd just pull a shopping cart like on the lower part of the curb. But still, it's a freaking shopping cart, man. And he would just ollie right. He had these long legs. So him and my other friend Marty, who used to do ollie tricks off of speed bumps. He used to kick his board off of speed bumps like it was a launch ramp, and do like melancholy airs and stillfish grab lean airs off of speed bumps chest high. Oh. Yeah, he was bad. Marty, shout out to you guys, Marty and Richard, man. And then of course me and my brother.
Some guys just get the float, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, both of these guys are tall. They're very tall guys. And so their legs are like, springs. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I miss those guys. Good times, man. Good times. One time, speaking of those two guys, sorry guys, if I'm boring you with this, but I just want to skate now, But one time we built a ramp out of old wood that was underneath my friend Richard's house that we pulled out. It was all rotten and stuff, the plywood and all. But who cares, man? We just wanted to build this ramp, so we built this freaking wood out of this ramp out of rotten wood. And Marty's like, I'll drop in on it, man, because we're all scared. We're like, oh, who's gonna be the first to drop in on this sucker, man? And so my friend Marty, he's like, I'll drop in on it, man. And so he goes up to the edge and he drops in, and his board, the wheels sink because the wood was so rotten and soft. The wheels sink into the ramp, and his boards go boop, and he goes slamming into the bottom. Kabam!
Face
first, man. And he just laid there coughing all. Oh, shoot. But eventually we got wood and built a nice ramp where we practice every day, and we got pretty darn good, man. Pretty darn good. So,
now, what was your worst fall? Do you remember?
You know what? Honestly, hardly. Once I learned, I hardly fell hard because I knew how to fall on my knees.
Yeah.
That's the trick, is falling on your knees, trusting that you're gonna fall on those knee pads. Because I had, I had rectors, and so if you fell, that was your main thing, is your knees. You know what I'm saying? So with the knee pads, I felt great, but when I first started, dropping in.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, I don't even want to talk about this one. It sucked, man. One day I just couldn't get it. And I mean, this is up at Brian, I know a ramp up at Kula, Brian Terry's ramp. It was built on a nursery, and this ramp was about, I'd say, about 10 feet high, with a foot and a half of vert. And that foot and a half of vert, you literally free fell for about 2 feet before you hit the transition, and then zoom, you go down, right? And this ramp was, it wasn't like it wasn't built far enough, I think. It was 10 feet high, but it was only about, I'd say, about 12 feet long, so, or maybe about 14 feet long. So it was like a U. There was hardly any middle area. It was more like a U, like a true half pipe.
Yeah.
So it was like real quick, whoom, 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 whoom. So just dropping in on that sucker, I don't know, I almost killed myself. I just couldn't get it. Because originally, when you first start off, you grab your board by the tail, you run up the transition, the ramp, and then you jump on your board and you just kind of gyrate until you hit the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually you do rock and rolls and, grinds and 50 set. Once you get that 50 set drop in, oh, yeah. Yeah, once you get that 50-50 set and then you learn how to drop in off your axles, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you're a skater too, right? That's why I'm just assuming you know what I'm talking
A
about.
little bit.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I wouldn't call myself a skater, but I know some fundamentals.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure. Yeah, once you can commit to, knowing that you can just go right back down from the stall,
Yeah. Yeah.
then yeah, then
And
you
just
can,
controlling
then
where you go.
like,
Yeah.
sit. I always like to I like to kiss the rail only. That's the best feeling. I think.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a snap, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, just when you hit it, like, pa-tang, like one quick one.
God, you know what is the meanest feeling besides aerials, doing airs, because
Oh yeah, airs are the best.
is inverts and hand plants. Oh,
I've never
it's
done
such a
those.
trippy feeling. It's so, because you go up upside down and you just put your hand on the coping, and sometimes if you do it right, sometimes your palm is just floating above the coping, like there's hardly any weight on your arm. Like you
Yeah.
just go whap, and then you just
The
bring
momentum is
it's just
all
the
above.
momentum is just
Yeah.
all above you, right?
See, I've never done those.
Yeah, it's a trip. My brother pulled off a ho-ho one time, a ho-ho plant.
What is that?
Is when you go into an invert and then you put the board on your feet and you put two hands, you just do a handstand with the board up on your feet. And then you bring your hands in and then you just drop back in. Anyway,
Oh wait, no hands.
change
you
the
drop it?
subject. No. You grab the board, but you go up into an invert or a hand plant, and then once you go up, you let go of the other hand, and then you put both hands on the coping, and then you extend your legs
Switch
up.
hands.
So the board is on your feet like this, and you're in a handstand.
Yeah.
And then you can switch hands and then bring your feet back in. Yeah. So, some skating. What is that? Nostalgia, huh? Remembering the times. Hey, we're coming up on 32 minutes already. Oh my God, I'm sorry for boring you guys with this, but all you older men out there who used to skateboard, you know what I'm talking about. And I know there's a lot of you. I saw my friend Mike. He used to ride BMX bikes on ramps, and he just recently posted a picture of him doing a freaking mean air on his BMX bike.
Oh shit.
So I thought riding on a ramp with a skateboard was crazy, man. Riding on a bike,
Those guys are nuts.
those guys are just.
You fought on and get tangled in that.
Ah.
That thing is.
Oh,
so
dude, that's a pipe on your groin area. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting right there. Your balls is wrapping around that pipe.
I remember I went to the skate park one time and had this boy. He was trying to do like a backflip and a tweak while he backflipped.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if it's called like a tweak. You can like 360 the handlebar,
Yeah.
and then so like you're just like Supermaning for a second, and then the bike comes back under you. Oh, he like over rotated.
Landed on
Straight on his bike. Bro.
Oh.
He's
Down.
down.
Yeah, bikes. I wouldn't mess around with a bike on a ramp. No ways. No ways. Anyway, hey, we'll keep you guys posted on my skateboard adventure. It's probably going to start this weekend. I got to go find some knee pads, though. Garins. And maybe a helmet. And maybe some elbow pads.
I don't wear
Maybe the wrist guards, too.
it.
Maybe some pillows so I
We're-
could tie it around my
We're
hips.
totally taking a picture of you.
I'm gonna go out there looking like freaking RoboCop, all my armor, ching ching ching, and then the kids are gonna tease me. Look at Uncle. Look at. uh, hey, Game of Thrones episode 5 was freaking insane, insane. And I don't care if you didn't see it, you should have saw it. I'm gonna drop the bomb on you right now. The Khaleesi goes crazy. She's just like her father, man. Crazy. Freaking kill everybody. She don't give a damn. Oh, we give up, we give up. I don't give a damn. Burn you all. And didn't her dad do that to Cersei's father? Right? He burned the kingdom. Bruh, she took that whole kingdom down. But everyone's pissed. Everyone's pissed. People are pissed at the writers for being lazy, for succumbing to just the computer graphics and action to overtake the whole plot and of the TV show and the characters, the buildup of your characters to just kill them off that way. Now, the thing with Cersei and Jaime was just romantic. Romeo and Juliet to the end. And the way they died, oh. If you ask me, she should have gotten eaten by a dragon. That's how she should have died. The only ones that they showed that died well, not died well, but died like how I wanted them to die, was the Hound and the Mountain. And how they died, that's how, you look at that, you go, wow, that was a freaking kick-ass fight scene, man. And they just took it to each other. All I have to say is the Hound is awesome, man. He took him out, but then he took himself out too. It was so chaotic, so crazy, but they killed off a lot of characters. A lot of gripes that people are writing about too is that they made like what's that short guy? I don't want to say midget. what Tyrion? Is that his name? Tyrion Lannister, right? They made him look stupid. Like, I don't know. He was supposed to be the smartest guys in the land and one of the smartest guys in the land, and he just made some not good decisions, and just the way Cersei and Jaime died, and just the way, and then why was Arya Stark with the Hound and then trying to get out of the village, out of the castle? It's just beyond me. She had no reason to even go in there. So that's what everyone's just writing about, all these things. Gripes and groans. Who cares? It was still good. You didn't see it, right? What are you smoking cigarettes? Huh? Is that why you missed out on it? You're outside smoking, huh? Hey, John Wick 3 coming up, and they showed Halle Berry practicing shooting at a rifle range. And she kicks ass, man. And like how they're all saying, dude, she's double tapping the trigger. I guess she was double tapping the trigger on certain targets and she was hitting it double headshots. Ting, 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 ting. Like, so, man, that just watching them practice, her and Keanu. Keanu's cool, man. He's smooth. But just to watch Halle Berry pull out her guns and eject the magazine and re-put it in, another mag and just like, pop, 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 just taking out targets after targets and running behind doors and, just her movements. And this is going to be a good movie, man. This is going to be a good movie. I can tell. Hey, the new Spider-Man coming out. I saw the trailer. Looks good. However, there is a spoiler alert on the trailer. And for people, and that's another one that people are getting all upset because people who haven't seen Avengers, the Endgame, which you should have already, they're upset because they give away the ending for Avengers in the Spider-Man trailer. So, it's kind of a catch-22 there, man. If you didn't see Avengers, then you're gonna know what happened at the end when you see the Spider-Man trailer. So, just prepare yourself. That's all I have to say. Just prepare yourself. And for the fights, Jessica Andrade beats Rose Namajunas TKO second round. And I believe it was because she got dropped on her head. Boom! And she was like out from getting, just from getting taken down hard. Yeah, slammed. Which is part of the fight scene. So it's legit, But I think that's a rematch in the mate, because the first round, Rose is lighting her up, man. Rose is smooth. Her movement is smooth. Again, but then again, Jessica, right? Jessica Andrade, she just took her down hard. Pose. Hey, Bellator. Douglas Lima KO's MVP. He caught him with a right kick, I believe, to his leg, and he swept his leg out from him. And as MVP fell, he tried to get back up. Douglas Lima caught him with a right hook to the jaw, knocked him out cold. Of course, he followed through with a 2 hammer fist, pop, pop, and then the referee jumped in. Done. First time MVP ever got knocked out, lost. There's a first time for everybody, right? So there you go. And you know what? MVP, he is smooth though. Don't get me wrong. He was catching with kicks and counters and hits. But Douglas Lima was just ready. He's just, just coming in with his hands up, chin down. And then he caught him with that right leg kick to Michael's lead leg, and it swept him out. And so when he fell, he tried to get back up, and Douglas caught him with the right hand. So, hey, everybody. I'm sorry if we bored you with some skate stories out there, but I'm going to get into it. I'm going to try. Until then, wish me luck. You know what I mean? Wish me luck. Hey, this is Ed and Quinn coming to you. Oh my God. Loud from Maui. Aloha.